Okay, so I know a lot of people have been having a little bit of difficulty with the bird. Actually, a whole lot of people have been having trouble doing this new event. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is really hard. It's not easy whatsoever. If you're not a very experienced player in this game, the chances of you, because even I really like can't beat floor 2. I won't lie. I have not beaten floor 2. I don't know if I ever will, because you need RNG, you need really built up characters. There's a lot of things that can impact your victory. So floor 2 is very tough because of the phases, because of the passives. It just gets really crazy. So a majority of the players in the game won't be able to beat floor 2. You can get lucky. You can get lucky and you can actually go ahead and beat floor 1 and floor 2. But for the most part, many players will only be able to beat floor 1, or some can't. So with that said, I'm gonna go over my equipment for every character that I use. I only really use this team. I am thinking about switching Derriere for Diane once I get enough Super Awakening coins. I think I actually will. I want to see if Diane is better than Derriere. There's a lot of people that say they prefer Derriere, and then there's a lot of people that say they prefer Diane. And the reason they prefer Diane is simply because Diane's taunt lasts longer. So since her taunt lasts longer than, you know, Derriere's, she's gonna be very good. So her taunt lasts for 3 turns on all ranks. That is the major thing about Diane. Since it lasts for 3 turns, you basically get these 3 turns to get more cards and you know, opportunities to get, you know, Brynhild cards, stuff like that. And especially on floor 2, because floor 2 you do need a taunting unit. You cannot beat floor 2 without a taunting unit. I don't even think it's possible to beat floor 2 without taunting, because of the fact that this, you know, where is it? Does it say here? Let's see. I don't know if it says it here or if you actually have to go into it, but I think phase 2. So yeah, phase 2, if the attack lands on a taunted enemy, they will not take damage. So you might think, oh, okay, well, you know, that's good and all, but I don't think you necessarily need it. No, because this right here, this card will insta kill you. It does not matter what you do, this card will insta kill you because you need someone to taunt. That's it. However, you know, while they're taunting, if the big bird does this skill right here, he will miss. He will miss and you won't take damage. So that's why it's very important. I'm not sure in any of the other phases does it really matter. I don't think it does for the most part. I don't think it does, but phase 2 on the, you know, on the second floor, it's very important. But anyway, here's the equipment that I have for each of my characters. So you can see for Gowther, I have HP and defense. Brynhild, I have attack and defense. Elizabeth, I have HP and defense. And then Derriere, I have HP and defense. So the main thing is that you don't want to take too much damage to the point where you're actually gonna, you know, die the next turn, which is why Elizabeth is here. Elizabeth heals obviously on her ult, and she also heals on her recovery skill. So that's where she's very good. I kind of wish that Elizabeth could have, you know, removed debuffs on her first rank, right? On her rank 1, I wish she would have removed debuffs, but she only does it from rank 2 and above, which, you know, is unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. She's still good, right? She still is good. You do need Elizabeth to remove debuffs when facing the big bird, because I become so good at floor 1, like memorizing stuff. On floor 1, he has a, you know, a weak point AoE. So if you don't heal or take off the debuffs with, you know, when he uses it, you're dead. You're basically dead. So you need Elizabeth to take off the bleed, the ignites, whatever the case may be. You need Elizabeth to take that off, which is why it's very important on phase 4 that you actually get Elizabeth to cleanse off those debuffs. She's very essential. Not only that, she removes buffs as well. So on floor 2, she's very, you know, very essential for that as well, because she can obviously remove debuffs, or my apologies, remove buffs on the big bird, because he does apply, I believe, basic stats buffs on floor 2. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so he does, yeah, he increases his basic stats by 20%. So with Elizabeth there, she can take that off. Then he does it again on phase 4. Again, she can just take that off. Derriere does the same thing as well. She can remove buffs on the enemy, which is very, very strong. However, Diane would be, in certain situations, Diane would be better because Diane allows for you to have the taunt up basically longer than Derriere will, because she only does it for 1 turn. So that's the only downside about Derriere. If she did it for 3 turns on every single rank, she would probably be better than Diane, probably. And I have heard a lot of people you know, use Diane and she doesn't tank well. So I don't know, let me know in the comments if you use Diane and she doesn't tank as well as Derriere. I'm very, very curious to know. But yeah, for the most part, this is how your gear should be looking. Like I said when I made my Super Awakening video, you should have primarily focused on these units, unless you don't want to play the Big Bird. If you're not playing Big Bird, don't worry about it. But if you are, you know, you want to farm or something like that, you should Super Awaken 6 all of the units that you're going to be using on this event. It's very important that you do that because, you know, like I said, your main units are going to be Brynhild, Gowther, Elizabeth, Diane, Derriere, Sario, Margaret, etc., etc. So you're gonna want to make sure that you at least have those units Super Awaken 6. It's very, very important. I don't think it, like, the association links obviously should be, you know, limit broken and Super Awaken 6, but I don't know if Super Awaken 6 has a huge effect on the substats, because some of them only get HP, some of them get basic stats, so I don't know. But I would just say go ahead and Super Awaken 6 your links as well, but primarily you want to focus on the main units, of course. So there you go. Those are the equipment. As far as the substats go, Brynhild is the only one that I'm questioning. Like, she's really the only one that I question, because I went for not full, but I did go for crit chance rolls on the attack gear. So if you go ahead and look at this, I did 3 crit chance on this side. It's not perfect. I don't have anvils, unfortunately, so it's not perfect, but I did go for crit chance and attack. And on this side, I think I went for more attack than more attack than crit chance. I don't know if it matters too much, to be honest, but you do want her to probably have a lot of crit chance. The thing is, the Big Bird has Merlin's passive, so he cannot take more than 30% of his max HP as damage. So I don't know if it, again, I don't know if it matters, but crit chance is definitely a really strong substat that you want to increase, because she has over 100%, yeah, 100.2% crit chance. I mean, she's gonna be critting relatively often, but you know, for the most part, I don't know if you want to go full attack. You know, you want to make one side full attack, one side full crit chance, you want to make one side crit damage. I have no idea. You know, you're gonna have to look around and experiment, but that's what I have it for her attack rolls, right? And then I don't know, I mean, maybe crit damage gear over defense might be better, because her crit damage is at 204. You could get it to 224, so I don't know if it matters too much, but there you go, right? There you go for Brynhild. As far as the other equipment goes on the characters, literally HP and defense, with HP rolls, defense rolls, attack rolls, there you go, and you should be fine. Like, there's no reason that you should have other, you know, other substats than your basic stats and your gear. Like, there's no reason for it, because they should be okay. Now, I think the Big Bird goes after the person with the least amount of defense. I can't say for sure, but I think that's how he operates, because if you go in battle, Elizabeth tends to get hit the most. Like, he targets Elizabeth the most because she only has 10k defense. So I don't know, maybe I can put that, you know, as a test, you know, off camera, but I think he does target the one with the least amount of defense. Excuse me. I think he does target the, you know, the unit who doesn't have the most defense. But yeah, because he doesn't go for Derriere unless I taunt. Like legit, he does not go after Derriere unless I taunt. He does go after Gowther sometimes. It's like very rare. Very rarely will he go after Gowther. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. I just want to make this video because, you know, in case you guys were having a little bit of trouble not knowing what gear sets to put on, not knowing what sub roles, this is what I use for my runs going against the Big Bird. I have not completed floor 2. Don't know if I will. It's very RNG heavy. I don't know. I really don't know if I'll be able to beat floor 2, but I'll keep trying. That's all I can really do. I'll keep trying. And the more characters that come out, I'm sure they'll release units straight for this event. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comments what gear set you use, what characters you use, what characters that you find work best for you. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and that's going to be it. You guys already know. I will see you all later.